What if everything you thought you knew about science was incomplete? Most people imagine science as a rigid set of facts written in textbooks. But in reality, science is something far more powerful and far more human. It is not just a collection of answers. It is a method for asking better questions. Science is the engine behind modern medicine, space exploration, smartphones, and even the food on your plate. Yet many people misunderstand how it truly works. So today, we're pulling back the curtain. Every scientific breakthrough starts the same way, with curiosity. A strange observation. A pattern that doesn't quite make sense. A simple but powerful question. Why? Think about it. Why do apples fall downward? Why do diseases spread? Why does the universe exist at all? Science begins when someone notices something unusual and refuses to ignore it. Curiosity is the spark. But curiosity alone is not enough. Once scientists spot a mystery, they form what's called a hypothesis. A hypothesis is not a wild guess. It is a carefully reasoned explanation that can be tested. For example, if gravity pulls objects toward Earth, then a dropped object should always fall downward. Notice something important: a good hypothesis makes predictions. Predictions that could be proven wrong. Because in science, being wrong is not failure. It's progress. Now comes the heart of science: experimentation. This is where ideas face reality. Scientists design controlled tests to see whether their hypothesis holds up. They change one variable at a time. They measure carefully. They repeat the test again, and again, and again. Because one experiment is never enough. Science demands consistency. If results cannot be repeated, they cannot be trusted. After experiments come the numbers. Data is the language of science. Not opinions. Not guesses. Evidence. Scientists analyze results using statistics and careful reasoning. Sometimes the data supports the hypothesis. Sometimes it completely destroys it. And that's exactly how science is supposed to work. Because science is not about proving yourself right. It's about discovering what is true. Here is where science becomes truly powerful. Before new discoveries are accepted, other scientists try to find mistakes. This process is called peer review. Independent experts examine the methods, the data, and the conclusions. They ask hard questions. They attempt to replicate the results. It is science checking itself. Is it perfect? No. But it is one of the most reliable truth-finding systems humans have ever created. When evidence from many experiments consistently supports an idea, something bigger emerges. A scientific theory. But here's a common misconception. In everyday language, theory can mean a guess. In science, a theory is a powerful, well-tested explanation supported by massive evidence. Gravity is a theory. Evolution is a theory. Germ theory is a theory. In science, theories are the strongest explanations we have. But even theories are never beyond question. Here is the most important truth about science. Science is never final. New evidence can always refine, improve, or even overturn old ideas. That is not a weakness. That is science's greatest strength. Because science does not claim absolute certainty. It constantly updates itself as our understanding grows. In a changing universe, science evolves with the evidence. From vaccines to climate models. From GPS satellites to artificial intelligence. Science quietly powers the modern world. But its true power is not in the gadgets it creates. Its power lies in the method, a way of thinking that values evidence over assumption, testing over guessing, and questions over easy answers. Science is not just something scientists do. It is a tool humanity uses to understand reality itself. And the next great discovery could begin with a simple question.